Namaste all of you. My name is Dr. Ritu Singh Rajput, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Department of Food and Biotechnology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Uh, today, we will discuss about the vitamin B12. What is the vitamin B12 and how much quantity we have to take and how do we produce vitamin B12? Vitamin B12 is a water soluble vitamin which has a key role in the normal functioning of the brain and the nervous system and for the formation of blood. It is the one of 8B vitamin. And the chemical, if we have talked about the chemical structure of the molecule, determine the Dorothy Crowfoot Hordwickin and her team in 1956 based on the crystallography data. If we had talked about the physiological properties of the vitamin B12, vitamin B12 is a very stable and the high temperature and stable at the high temperature just if pH is range up from 4 to 5 while 4.5 to 5 while the strong acidic and the highly alkaline environment loses of the vitamin acidity and the vitamin is rapidly degrading in the light and therefore it is the necessary for keeping the dark and the vitamin B12 is negatively affected by the alcohol in sleeping pills and the estrogen. Vitamin B12 is the well soluble in water, ethanol and methanol. Vitamin B12 are deeply and the red color crystals and water solution due to the color or the cobalt chlorine complex and the application of the vitamin B12 is the it is act as an antidote for the cyanide poisoning and the cyanokit contain hydrocarbons and form of the vitamin B12. It is a use as an antidote of the cyanide poisoning and the hydrocobalamin work as a helping cells in the body converted cyanide to form that can be removed from the body through the urination and regulate the overproducing of the allergic antibody IgE in allergic individuals, allergic effect of the body, and it is responsible for the reducing and repression. A vitamin B12 works together with the compound that produce serotonin, thus reducing the incidence of the depression, and this is very helpful to the elderly whose production of the serotonin is typically low, and for the depressed person. And the vitamin B12 is also used in the treatment of anemia disease and some kind of a particular dietary recommended intake by the vitamin B12, which is for the infant age up to 0.3 months. We have to take 0.4 up to males and female. For the infant 7 to 12 months, we have to take 0.5. There's some particular quantity we have to take for the vitamin B12, which is the recommended dietary allowance. We have to take particular amount of the vitamins. And if we have got vitamin B12 deficiency, we have got some low energy, fatigue, we have got some symptoms like some depression problems, some muscles pain, infertility, and the hearing problem, some vision problem, mood disorder, memories losses disorder, and some kind of studies have linked by the B12 deficiency, which is the Alzheimer, dementia, learning disorder in children, autoimmune disease, cardiovascular disease, and some kinds of cancer. So we have some particular amount of vitamin B12 is required as a supplement in our body. So if we have not taking in particular amount, we have some kinds of disease, and as a food source we have to take vitamin B12 naturally. Vitamin B12 is animal food which have been naturally formed items, that is the fortified, which is the animal source including dairy products, eggs, fish, meat. In poultry, all things are contains vitamin B12, which is increase our level of vitamin B12 in our body. And you have talk about, if we have know some kinds of particular, if we have got some vitamin B12 deficiency, we can have take some vegan diets for like we don't have some animal products including meat, milk, cheese and eggs and different so we have to take some vegan types of dietary functions if we have required for the particular vitamin B12. B12, if we have got some vitamin B12 deficiency, we have some treatment, like we have like if we have trouble absorbing the vitamin B12, we have to need some sort of vitamins at the first. Then we have got different types of shots, like high doses of supplements, and doesn't eat some kinds of animal products. And we can change our diet including vitamin B12 fortified grains, and vitamin, we have to take some vitamin B12 injection and high dose oral vitamin B12. And so these are some kinds of treatment we have to take, we have got if vitamin B12 deficiency. Now we have talked about the particular we have talked about the vitamin B12 production. Here I'm showing some diagram which is showing let me show you, wait a minute. It is not showing diagram properly, but okay, let me show another one diagram which is more clear. See, here is the showing biosynthesis of vitamin B12. First of all, we have to take succinyl coenzyme A. With the help of glycerin, it is converted into the amino glucavenic acid, and it will be converted after that the porphyrinogen, and after that it will be converted into the euro porphyrinogen third, and from the start date from the here porphyrinogen converted into the pro to porphyrin, and it will be shows the heme factor and Mg2, which is converted into the hemoglobins, cytochromes and the chlorophyll. And here is the showing the after the uroporphyrinogen third, it is converted into the carbonic acid, and it is after that it is converted into the cobalamin, and after that it is converted into the 5-deoxy dinosile, cobamamide, and with the help of the 5,6-dimethyl benzenamide, it will be converted into the 5-deoxy dinosile cobamine phosphate, and at the end we have got our 5-deoxy decyl cobalamin, which is called as a vitamin B12. So this is the general biosynthesis of the vitamin B12 with the help of the fermentation. uh, so you have to learn this, then this process, how to we have done this biosynthesis of the vitamin B12. So this chapter is all about the vitamin B12, how to we synthesize the vitamin B12, what is the how to we that production, what is the vitamin B12 deficiency, how do we produce the vitamin B12. If the as an exam point of view, there's asking some question, how to we synthesize a vitamin B12, what is the and what is if we have got some vitamin B12 deficiency, how do we treat it, and what is the symptoms. So this is all about vitamin B12. Thank you.